And in an effort to highlight our overcrowded animal shelters in the city and beyond, we're checking in with a great Pyrenees rescue. Can't wait for that. They're beautiful. They're here already. So let's get into it. All right. Well, if you're not in a place to adopt your own forever friend, you can still make such a difference and save a pet's life by fostering them. So please welcome Philip Grossman and Lucy and Bueller to talk about the Great Pyrenees Rescue of Atlanta and how easy fostering is. Hi, Philip. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me.
You've been really busy this morning taking care of your sweet pups here. What beautiful dogs.
Well, thank you. Thank you. They're fantastic.
They are so sweet, so kind, big, gentle giants. All right, let's talk about fostering and what it is first and how it is a good option if you aren't in a place to adopt.
Yeah, well, it's fantastic for the pets first and foremost because we have so many that are in boarding that we just can't take in anymore. We're out of foster homes, and so it really gives people an opportunity to spend time with an animal. You can't be upset or unhappy when you've got a pet with you.
Sure.
And then for the dogs, it really gets them out of that boarding environment and really helps them adjust with the family, and it helps the foster parents understand the personalities of the dogs, which then helps them get adopted.
Yeah, I just had a girlfriend who adopted an animal and said the dog gave her more than she knew that she ever needed.
Exactly.
And so
there are a lot of foster failures. Our first Pyr, we were a foster failure.
Which is a good thing. It's good to be a foster failure. But let's talk about the breed, Great Pyrenees, and what makes them such a great dog and a family dog.
Certainly. So they're livestock guardian dog. They're known as the gentle giants, and they really are very, very gentle. Believe it or not, they're relatively low maintenance. They sleep most of the time. We always get that question asked, how much do they eat? They actually don't eat a lot because they have a very slow metabolism. And they're just super sweet. I mean,
me too, girl.
Look at these two.
So
they're just sitting there. Yeah.
They're living the life.
Exactly.
So let's talk about then the Great Pyrenees Rescue of Atlanta. Tell us about them and the organization.
So it's been around for a little over 14 years now. John Heldrick, he was actually went to go adopt a golden retriever. He lost one of his, and that's where the Pyrs originally were. And he saw them and fell in love with the breed and started the Great Pyrenees Rescue of Atlanta, 501c3 nonprofit, and they're breed specific. So we've adopted out, I think, well over 2,000, approaching 3,000 in the last 14 years.
Oh, what startling statistics, because I do feel if you are interested in fostering or adopting and you think that you have a particular breed in mind, one, you can find a rescue for that particular breed, I'm guessing, but two, explore options. And maybe, because I mean, a lot of people might not even know about the Great Pyrenees. They're such distinct, beautiful dogs.
And that's what's great about fostering is you get an opportunity to understand the breed, figure out if it's the right thing for you, as well as doing such an amazing thing for the dogs themselves also.
Tell me about your experience then when you were a foster fail. What happened?
Yeah, so so there are different types of volunteering, and you can do, and we appreciate all of it. And we had emergency fosters, which is just to take care of a pet for a weekend if a regular foster had to go away, and that's what we wound up doing over Thanksgiving holiday back in 2010. Went down to Savannah, and by the end of the weekend, you know, somebody said, "Well, we'll adopt him," and I'm like, "But he's okay, he's ours now." And 14 years later, we're still volunteering, and we've probably had 20 or 30 fosters over that period of time ourselves. We love fostering along with our two dogs, and we have a foster now, Obi, that he's a special needs foster, so you give him lots of love and attention and help him become a better dog so he can be adopted.
I love that. Talk about Obi's relationship then with your pups here. We haven't even introduced them.
Yes, so we got Lucy and Bueller, brother and sister from different litters, and we've always had different fosters, and Obi came to us as a he had started a hard life as a puppy, and so he had some reactivity issues, and so we've worked with him and with trainers and really getting him, and he loves people and he loves our dogs, gets along in our pack. And we want him to get adopted because we can't be fostering with 3 dogs. It just is too much for us. So we like to have the opportunity, so we get as many fosters as we can and have other people help us foster as well, and hopefully he can get adopted soon.
I love that. Let's add to that number of 3,000 and get Obi a home. What are requirements to foster? We have about 30 seconds left, but I want people to know.
So you don't have to have a fenced-in yard. You don't have to have a big house. If you have a yard, it's great. We'll check to make sure that the fences are fine. fine and that you just provide love to the dogs. If you have other pets in the house, you just make sure that they're up to date on their vet
Sure.
records. The rescue group takes care of all the vet bills and everything else, and you just give them a good house and some human companionship, and then they become a great dog for adoption.
All right, Lucy, Bueller, Phillip, thank you so much for being here today and spreading the word. And if you're interested and you want to know more about these gentle giants, you can just go to their website, greatpyr, greatpyratlanta.com. They're the best. All right, well, still to come.